Atomfall for me, man, I spent 3 hours with it yesterday. I loved it. I mean, it feels kind of like Metro. A lot of people think it was going to be like a Fallout game. It's not a Fallout game. It's much more linear. It looks to be a little bit smaller in scope. The mechanics are much more streamlined. Kind of like Last of Us. Instead of going around and getting like tons of different items, you're going around and you're getting like amounts of items in capped sets. So you're getting like fabric, water, tape, you know, stuff like that. And you can only hold like 10 or 15 or 20 of each one. So it's not like Fallout, where you're just loading up an endless inventory and going to bank that stuff. You are relatively limited. On that other note, you only have an inventory that has like 15 slots, and then you have 4 big slots in your back for 2-hand weapons. And trading and bartering is actually done on a per item basis. So you don't have like some arbitrary currency that you sell for like 5 gold or 10 credits. When you trade with NPCs, you have to give them items on your character that then have a value at the top that goes back and forth, and then you have to line that up with whatever you want to get from them. So it makes it a little bit more interesting in terms of like, you know, stockpiling items and how you're going to loot, which I was still figuring out at the end of my 3 hours. I'm not really sure the best way to loot in this game yet. I don't know if it's like Stalker, where you load yourself up with stuff and then you go to one of the, there's like a bank system. You just go drop all your stuff in a bank. Or if it's a kind of thing where the game doesn't want you to do that, where they just want you to like have a full inventory, manage keeping it full, and then whenever you get to a vendor, you just sell whatever you don't need. Lots and lots of side areas to explore, tons of loot everywhere. I did find a variety of weapons. I think four different range weapons and some throwables, as well as a bunch of different melee weapons. There is a skill system as well, but it seems rather rudimentary. I think maybe probably 27 skills in all, 36 skills in all, about that. I had a great time. Fully voice acted, beautifully organic, immersive environment, but definitely felt like it's a little more about the journey and exploration and a little bit less about the mechanics and stuff. The combat itself felt a little basic. Like there's no block. The only thing you can do is like attack and power attack. That felt really weird in Melee because like there's no dodge either. So I didn't know like how the game expects you to do Melee. Are you supposed to like stay right at the periphery of the enemy and like try to back up away from their attacks and swing between their attacks? Since there's no blocking, you can't really charge head in or you take a bunch of damage. So even by the end of the game, I was like, either I'm not really understanding Melee or I feel like it's not super well designed. Like one of those was adding up. But yeah, it felt really, really good.